Hello and welcome back to another video on SW Fight Hub. We're looking ahead to December the 27th. We got the announcement today, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It's the Ring 5. It's being built as Night of the Samurai. Some of the top talent coming out of Japan featuring on the card. It's headlined, of course, by the #1 fighter in Japan right now. Top 3 for sure, pound for pound. Just going off a big win over MJ Murjanat this past weekend. Of course, the monster Naoya Inoue. He will face Alan Picasso. It's been talked about for a while now. Two guys coming in undefeated. I think it's going to be a tough night to work for Picasso, myself personally, stylistically. The co-main event, we finally got Junto Nakatani making that move from £118 to £122. He vacates his world championships at bantam to move up to super bantamweight. You got Kenshiro Taraji's on the card also. Reito Satsumi, Hiato Satsumi's facing James Jazza Dickens. Bit of UK interest on that one as well. Obviously coming off a big win over in Turkey last time out. Junto facing Sebastian Hernandez in the co-main, but I think they're calling it a double main event, which just casting me flashbacks to the double main event in December 2 years ago in Saudi Arabia, where Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder were both in fights that they were meant to win. Joshua beat Otto Wallin. Wilder was meant to beat Joseph Parker, ended up losing that fight convincingly, and then Joshua Wilder was all but done. It was signed, sealed, and delivered to take place. Didn't happen. Now, I'm not expecting anything like this out of Inoue and Nakatani, but this fight and card is happening for one reason and one reason only. These two are on a collision course. Now, the only interesting thing I find, obviously, Inoue is doing this fight in Riyadh because he's an ambassador for Riyadh season. They paid him a lot of money. He kind of owes them a fight, I believe, here. Now, look, he fought in Las Vegas in the T-Mobile. Then he went back to Japan to fight MJ last week, and now he's in Riyadh. You know, I don't know if Riyadh season are going to be paying for the Nakatani fight or whatever it may be. It would be an absolute sham if that fight wasn't in Tokyo. Now, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. That fight's just the biggest fight in the history of Japanese boxing by an absolute mile. Look, they've done cards in LA with Terence Crawford and Majimov. They've done Dubois against Joshua in Wembley. You know, they're not afraid to promote cards elsewhere, but whether Riyadh season will be involved or not, it doesn't matter. As long as the fight takes place in Japan in the first half of 2026, which it is slated to be. Inoue, again, incredible levels of activity. I think that'll be his fourth fight in 2025. I mean, what can you say about the monster? Picasso, look, he should get the job done. Hernandez, who Junto's fighting, ranked number 9 in the Ring magazine. So be interesting to see how he looks at 122. But let's just get it on, man. Inoue and Nakatani, it has to happen. I want to see the monster up at 126. I think that'll be the final way you can move up. Junto versus Inoue, who knows? It could be the passing of the torch, or it could be the making of, you know, Inoue's legacy, which is already intact, as we know. So, yeah, brilliant fight. Let's see what happens in Saudi Arabia on the 27th of December. Let me know your thoughts on it all, guys. And as always, thanks for watching.